It's gonna be swell. Looking at them, it's easy to tell. And maybe I'll forget how nice he was to me, and how I was almost his baby. Merry Christmas, Mr. Warbucks, Miss Farrell.
Merry Christmas, Annie. You're up early.
You're up early, too.
We've been up all night, dear. FBI men coming and going. Did you know that President Roosevelt is here?
Really?
Mr. President!
Merry Christmas, Mr. President Roosevelt.
Merry Christmas, Annie. Annie, earlier this morning, FBI Director Hoover telephoned me with some very sad news. He succeeded in tracing the identity of your parents.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
No, dear. David and Margaret Bennett.
But...
Annie, what happened?
Annie, your mother and father passed away a long time ago.
So you mean I'm an orphan after all?
Are you all right, Annie?
Yes, because I know that they loved me and they would have come back for me if they weren't.
I love you, Annie Bennett.
I love you too, Daddy Warbucks. Now, who the heck are Ralph and Charlie Mudge?
Well, the birth certificate could have easily been forged, but nobody knew about the locket except for us.
And the FBI, of course.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
Miss Hannigan, sir.
Children Hi, kids.
Miss Hannigan. Delighted to meet you.
Same here. I would have recognized you anywhere.
Let me introduce you to everyone. You know my secretary, Miss Farrell. This is President Roosevelt. And this is my most trusted butler, Drake.
Oh, your president, your highness, your honor, sir.
Go ahead.
Look, kids. There's presents for all of us. Yay!
Mr. Warbucks, from the FBI, sir.
Thank you, Drake. Now it all fits together.
Excuse me, sir. Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
Good morning. Merry Christmas, one and all.
Merry Christmas.
We don't mean to bother you on Christmas and all. We just came to pick up Annie and the check.
Yes, of course. Your check. There we are. $50,000. Certified.
Certified. Hey to the order of the jig is up.
That's right. The jig is up. Daniel Francis Hannigan, also known as
Rooster Hannigan, also known as Ralph Mudge, also known as Danny the Dip.
Search them.
Yes, sir.
Here we go again.
And I believe that you'll find this pink lady to be their accomplice.
Yesterday.
Come on, Aggie.
Oh, please.
Annie, tell them how nice I always was to you. How kind I've been.
I'm sorry, Miss Hannigan, but don't you remember the one thing you always taught me? Never tell a lie.
Brat! I was always so nice, sir. I gave her things. I gave her candy.
Miss Hannigan is gone for good.
And you'll never have to work again.
Yes, girls, for you and perhaps for all of us, this Christmas is going to be the beginning of a wonderful new life, a new deal. Hey, you know, I rather like that, a new deal.
So do I, Franklin. A new deal. The sun will come out tomorrow. Better ride on dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
Just thinking about tomorrow. Please away the curtains and the sorrow. Till there's none. And when I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick up my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a
How are you, Mrs. Pugh?
I'm fine. Welcome to our dressing room.
Tell me
So
about,
happy you could be
tell
here.
me about the show. How are you finding this?
It's been really exciting. I've met a incredible amount of wonderful, talented, kind
Go
people.
on with you. Thank you.
Hannigan smudging the children.
And it's
Come,
been
little
great. It's
smudge.
been great.
How are you finding this experience?
It's really fun, and I've made a huge amount of more friends, and it's really just fun. No, stop!
Did she say something bad to you?
Yes.
Okay. This is your very first show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, to come out and do the audition, was it scary to do the audition?
No, it was actually fun. I was excited.
And what were you thinking when Bob phoned you to tell you the big news?
I was just like, who did I get? And he's like, Annie, and I'm like, ah! I was like celebrating. I was just so happy.